have solved some numericals of the chapter 3, motion in straight line. Also in this today's lecture we will solve some more numericals of the chapter. Let's see the question on the screen. Question 3.8. See the question on the screen. In this question there is a two-lane road. Two-lane road means that only two cars can cross each other at a time. Means it has no chance to cross three cars simultaneously. So in this question there is a car A, suppose moving towards positive direction of x-axis with speed VA is given. VA is 36, I think. See the question, 36 km per hour. 36 km per hour. And other two cars, car B and car C, approaches to this car A. Means car B is moving towards A, car C is also moving towards A. Both approaches towards the car A. Means here three cars are in motion and velocity of B and C both have the same velocity, but see here the magnitude only same. Given magnitude of the velocities of car B and C is 54 km per hour. VB and VC, magnitude of VB and magnitude of VC is 54 km per hour. One very important term here, magnitude of the velocity. You can note down this statement. Very important statement is there. Magnitude of the velocity is the speed. I am repeating again. Speed is the magnitude of velocity. या उसको रिवर्स क्या दो कि magnitude of the velocity is the speed of the body. So here this small sign indicates we are taking the magnitudes of the velocities VB and VC both equals to 54 km per hour. But you know that B and C both are moving opposite to each other. It means if car A velocity is positive, so car B velocity will also be positive because both are moving towards the same direction. We assume here this is the positive direction of x-axis. So VB is 54 km per hour and VC is minus 54 km per hour because car C is moving opposite to the direction of car A and car B. Now see the question here. At an instant when B and C both are at the same distance from car A, that is 1 kilometer. It is also 1 kilometer. Car A to car C is also 1 kilometer. Both are at the same distance from car A. So now car B decides to overtake car A before car C does. C के A तक पहुंचने से पहले B A को overtake करना चाहता है. See the situation. Both have same speed. Both have equal distance from car A. Then B tries to overtake A. A को क्रॉस करके आगे निकलना चाहता है before C does. C A तक पहुंचे उससे पहले B निकल जाना चाहता है to avoid the accident here. Because जैसे बताया कि car is two-lane road means three cars cannot go across each other. तीनों एक साथ नहीं निकल सकती हैं. Only two cars can move by pass away. So B decides to overtake car A before C does. This is the question. Now you can convert these all VA, VB, VC in meter per second. 36 5 by 18, 18 2 ja 2 5 ja 10 meter per second. So this is the speed velocity of the car A. Now for car B and car C, magnitudes are 54 multiplied by 5 by 18, 3 times 3 5 ja 15 meter per second. So you can mark here 15 meter per second, and this should be minus 15 meter per second. So these are the given contents in the question. अब let's say क्वेश्चन में ये करना है कि एक्सीडेंट अवॉइड करने के लिए B को B कार को A को क्रॉस कर ले जाना है बिफोर C रीचेस टू A. C A तक पहुंचे उससे पहले B को आगे निकल जाना है टू अवॉइड द एक्सीडेंट हियर. सो पहले पता करना पड़ेगा कि व्हाट इज द टाइम टेकन बाय द C कार टू रीच टू द कार A हियर. दिस इज द केस ऑफ रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी, है ना, बिकॉज two or more bodies are motion together. So first of all, calculate the relative velocity of car C with respect to A. Also we will solve relative velocity of car B with respect to A. So VCA is VC minus VA. What is VC? VC is minus 15. What is VA? It is 10. So it is minus 25 meter per second. This is VCA. Similarly, VBA, we can write any of the board. It will use letter, then we will write a letter, this VBA. Now see, it is VCA. VCA जैसे कल एक इम्पॉर्टेंट हिंट बताया, इस स्टेटमेंट को याद कर लो, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी के क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने में बहुत ही हेल्पफुल है. क्या बताया था कि इफ देयर आर टू बॉडीज इन रिलेटिव मोशन, देन इफ वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड VCA, VCA मीन्स रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ C विद रिस्पेक्ट टू A. A के रिस्पेक्ट में ये वेलोसिटी है C की. इसका मतलब हुआ A और C के बीच के मोशन को ट्रीट कर सकते हैं सिंपली बाय टेकिंग कार A एट रेस्ट. ये कल बताया था कि जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में वेलोसिटी निकाली गई है उस बॉडी को रेस्ट में लेकर के सिंपली ट्रीट कर सकते हैं मोशन, यूनिफॉर्मली एक्सेलरेटेड मोशन हो चाहे वो यूनिफॉर्म मोशन हो. सी हियर, for C to A motion, कार C का कार A की तरफ जो मूवमेंट है उसको डिस्कस करते हैं, बिकॉज वी हैव टू फाइंड द टाइम टेकन बाय द कार C टू रीच द कार A. C को A तक पहुंचने में कितना टाइम लगा? फॉर दिस मेजरमेंट वी आर टेकिंग द मोशन ऑफ C टूवर्ड्स A. अब देखो, दोनों अगर मोशन में होती तो रिलेटिव मोशन में मीन्स टाइम मेजर करना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है, क्योंकि ऐसे डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते कि A भी चल रही है और C भी चल रही है, तो डिस्टेंस यहाँ हम लोग फिक्स नहीं रख सकते ना. A भी चल रही है, C भी चल रही है, दोनों के बीच में डिस्टेंस ग्रेजुअली डिक्रीजेस. सो फॉर मेकिंग द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम फिक्स, क्या हिंट है? यही हिंट है. A को रेस्ट में मान लेते हैं व्हेन वी आर टेकिंग द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ C विद रिस्पेक्ट टू A. यही हिंट है, बार बार रिपीट कर रहे हैं, जिसको समझ में आ जाए वही सॉल्व कर पाएगा. सो फॉर C टू A वी हैव, हाँ ये भी सुनो है, जैसे बताया मैंने कि VCA इट कम्स minus 25 meter per second. This minus sign shows the direction of car C is towards the negative direction of x-axis. अब सुनो, VCA जो निकला हुआ है, अगर जैसे हम कह रहे हैं कि कार A को रेस्ट में मान लो और इस वैल्यू को मान लो स्पीड या वेलोसिटी ऑफ द कार सी। अब सिचुएशन सिंपल है, कार ए रेस्ट में है, कार सी मोशन में है विद वेलोसिटी 25 मीटर पर सेकेंड। दोनों के बीच की डिस्टेंस देखो फिक्स थी 1 किलोमीटर, इट इज 1 किलोमीटर। सो नाउ यू कैन calculate the time here. Let's see. So you can use the second equation of motion. Not second, because this is not the accelerated motion, this is the uniform motion. बताया गया है कि कार सी या कार ए बी या कार ए की स्पीड जो है कांस्टेंट है। सो वी कैन यूज द काइनेमेटिक इक्वेशन सिंपली कि स्पीड इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम और टाइम इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड। सो डिस्टेंस इज 1 किलोमीटर, 1 किलोमीटर मीन्स 1000 मीटर एंड डिवाइडेड बाय स्पीड, स्पीड इज 25। देखो सिंपली सॉल्व कर ले आ रहे हैं बाय टेकिंग टू assumptions here। assumptions नहीं, ये ट्रिक है समझने का कि कार ए को रेस्ट में मान लो और जो सी के रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी आई थी उसको मान लो दिस इज द स्पीड और वेलोसिटी ऑफ द सी हियर, एंड नाउ डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम बिकम कांस्टेंट 1 किलोमीटर। सो यू कैन यूज द फॉर्मूला डायरेक्टली, d upon s or 1000 by 25, it is 40 seconds। Time taken by the car C to reach to the car A is 40 seconds। So एक्सीडेंट अवॉइड करना है और B को ओवरटेक करना है। B कार को B decides to overtake the car A। So अब ये फिक्स हो गया कि जब ये 40 सेकंड में यहाँ तक पहुँच रहा है, इसका मतलब हुआ कि B को 40 सेकंड तक इसे क्रॉस कर ले जाना है। बिफोर 40 मीन्स 40 होने नहीं देना है, 40 तक उसे क्रॉस कर ले जाना है। सो नाउ फॉर B to A, अब चेक करना है B to A। B to A में प्रॉब्लम यह है मीन्स कि इनिशियल वेलोसिटी ऑफ द कार B, इट इज वी हैव सॉल्व दैट वाज 54, कितना था भाई 54 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 5 बाई 18, ये बना था आपका 3 5 जो 15 आया था। तो UB is 15 मीटर पर सेकेंड and VA it is given 10 meter per second। So now let's calculate VBA, this is V, VBA means relative velocity of B with respect to A, it is 15 minus 10 है ना, ये करते हैं ना VB minus VA, so 15 minus 10 it is equals to 5 meter per second। So again we have to take the motion of only B and A को रेस्ट में मान लेते हैं। दोनों की डिस्टेंस भी फिक्स आपको दी हुई है 1 किलोमीटर, और ये जो रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी निकली है B की विद रिस्पेक्ट टू A, दैट विल बी द वेलोसिटी ऑफ इनिशियल वेलोसिटी ऑफ कार B, इट इज 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड। नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड अच्छा टाइम इज ऑल्सो वी हैव सॉल्व 40 सेकेंड में इसको क्रॉस कर ले जाना है, विद इन 40 सेकेंड्स में B को A को क्रॉस कर ले जाना है। सो नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड द एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ द मोशन हियर। लेट्स सी, क्वेश्चन समझो, यही क्वेश्चन है कि इन तीनों के रिलेटिव मोशन में B decides to overtake car A before C does to avoid the accident। तो मैंने पहले सॉल्व किया कि what is the time taken by the C to reach to the car A, that is 40 seconds here। So now B को A तक पहुंचना है within 40 seconds। So now for B to C, sorry B to A, it is initial velocity of B को मान लेंगे ये आप 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड, that is the relative velocity of B with respect to A। ये क्यों मान लिया है initial velocity of B? Because after this instant B accelerates. तो accelerate किया तो velocity change होगी, but now for initial time it is 5 meter per second. Distance, you know the distance here, that is 1000 meter. 1 kilometer means 1000 meter. Time in which we have to cross this distance, it is 40 seconds. And now we have to find the acceleration here. So now you can use the second equation of motion, because this is now accelerated motion, s equals to ut plus half at square. S is given 1000, u it is 5, t 40 plus half a unknown, and t square means 40 square, 4 4 is 16 and double 0. Now see, it is 1000 equals to 5 4 is 20, 200 plus a divides 1600, 800 times, so it is 800a. So finally a equals to, therefore 200 goes towards left side, becomes 800, and 800 by 800 it is 1 meter per second square. So this is the required acceleration of the car B to overtake the cars A before C does, to avoid the accident. So this is all the solution. आई होप समझ में आया होगा. और फिर अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो बस रीज़न यही है कि जो हिंट दिया आपको, जो कॉन्सेप्ट दिया आपको रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी का, वो आप नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं. कॉन्सेप्ट सिंपल है कि रिलेटिव मोशन को सॉल्व करना समझने में ही टफ लग रहा है कि दोनों कॉन्टिन्यूअसली मोशन में होंगे, चाहे टुवर्ड्स ईच अदर मीन्स मूविंग अवे फ्रॉम ईच अदर, दोनों बीच की डिस्टेंस ग्रेजुअली चेंज होती रहेगी. तो हाउ टू फाइंड द रिक्वायर्ड टाइम और एक्सेलरेशन बाय वेरिएबल डिस्टेंस. तो इस वेरिएबल डिस्टेंस को फिक्स करने के लिए क्या हिंट बताया कि रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू अनदर ऑब्जेक्ट will be treated as the velocity of the object when another object is at rest. This is the hint or trick, or you can say this is the concept of the relative velocity. Now see the next question here. See the question number 3.9 here. See the question. In this question, two towns A and B are connected by a regular bus service with a bus leaving in either direction every t minutes. A man cycling with a speed of 20 km per hour in the direction A to B notices that a bus goes past him every 18 minutes in the direction of his motion and every 6 minutes in the opposite direction. What is the period t of the bus service and with what speed do the bus ply on the road? See the question here. See the question here. In this question, there are two towns A and B, from where the bus service is going from one town to second town and second town to first town. See this, and the bus service having the bus speed is, suppose here, let the bus speeds is equal to, suppose VA equals to VB, both have the same magnitude, suppose here, that is V kilometer per hour. VA stands for velocity of the bus starts from town A, and VB stands for velocity of the bus starts from town B, and from both towns buses are moving towards each other. This is VA and this is VB. Both have the same magnitudes only. You can mark here the mod means, modulus means magnitude of the velocity, that is speed. And also here there is a cyclist C moving with velocity Vc, where Vc is given, that is 20 km per hour. See the situation here. Bus A moving means bus from A moving towards B. It means bus starts from town A, is moving towards the direction of the cyclist. So here relative velocity of bus A with respect to C, VAC. Relative velocity of bus starts from town A with respect to cyclist C, it is equals to, you know that, VA minus VC. VA, suppose we have considered it is V minus VC is 20. So V minus 20 km per hour. This is the relative velocity of bus starts from town A moving towards town B, या moving along the direction of cyclist. So जैसा कि बताया डिस्कस किया हुआ है, व्हाट इज द थीम ऑफ द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी वी आर यूजिंग हियर, कि नाउ दिस विल बी द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बस स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम टाउन ए whereas C is at rest. So using this concept, see this simple diagram now. There is a bus starts from town A moving with this velocity, that is V minus 20, and this is the cyclist which is supposed to be here at rest. Now the distance traveled by this bus to reach to the cyclist, it is equals to, now see here, distance traveled by the bus to reach to the cyclist. Here distance equals to, क्या होता है distance equals to speed into time. Speed V minus 20 and time, जैसा कि बताया हुआ है, there is a time interval of 18 minutes. In 18 minutes a bus overtakes the cyclist, या इसको दिया हुआ है goes past to this cyclist here. So V minus 20 into time is given 18 minutes. So we have to convert this 18 minutes into the hour. So 18 by 60. Or you can cancel this fraction by 6 3 and 6 10. So this is V minus 20 into 3 by 10. This is kilometer. This is the distance traveled by the bus to reach to the cyclist. Now see here again, it is also given in the question that there is a time interval of t minutes, after which the bus leaves the station. So now again, और वो बस साइकिलिस्ट तक पहुंच रही है. सो अगेन डिस्टेंस इक्वल्स टू स्पीड इनटू टाइम. स्पीड ऑफ द बस इज v. अब यहाँ रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं. डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड विद द बस इज v, स्पीड ऑफ द बस मल्टीप्लाइड बाय कितने टाइम में छूटेगी, दैट इज t मिनट्स, एंड t मिनट्स कन्वर्ट कर दिया इनटू द r बाय डिवाइडिंग 60. So this is also the distance in kilometer. Both are showing the same distance traveled by the bus to reach to the cyclist. So now equating these two, we have Vt by 60 equals to V minus 20 into 3 by 10, or you can cancel 10 to the 60 by 6 times. So finally Vt equals to 6 multiplied by 3, 18V minus 18 to the 36, 360. Equation number 1. We have equated here the two terms, the two terms, distance traveled with the bus with its original speed and distance traveled by the bus with relative velocity with respect to cyclist. दोनों ने distance travel किया है same, so we have equated both. So the relation is Vt equals to 18V. 18 how 18? 6 3 18 and 18V minus 1820 360. Similarly, so this is for A to B motion. Similarly, we can find one more relation between V and T for solving the motion of bus starting from station B towards A. Similarly means फिर से डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल करो मेजर करेंगे हम लोग डिस्टेंस रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी कैलकुलेट करना पहले. Similarly for B to A motion, now we are taking B to A motion. This is the equation we will use here. Now B to A के लिए क्या यूज करेंगे? Relative velocity of bus with respect to cyclist is VBC. Now see here, VB velocity is V and minus VC is, this is V. This is 20. But what is the direction of bus starting from B? It is opposite to the direction of cyclist. So we will see here minus V. Minus V क्यों? Because cyclist moving towards the opposite direction of cyclist motion. So finally it is minus V plus 20 kilometer per hour. Minus sign indicates that the direction of the bus is opposite to the direction of cyclist only here. So again, distance, now calculate the distance. Distance क्या निकाल रहे हैं आप लोग? Distance travel by the bus to reach to the cyclist with this relative velocity. Relative velocity लेते हैं क्या होता है? Cyclist rest में आ जाती है. Cyclist जो है rest में हो जाएगा. So finally distance for speed into time. Speed is V plus 20. We are taking the magnitudes only. This sign shows the direction only. So speed into time. What is t time given? Time given is, see the question. It is 6 minutes interval. So 6 by minute को convert किया hour में by dividing 60. So V plus 26 by 60 kilometer. Yeah, you can divide it by 10. So V plus 20 upon 10 kilometer. Same in the same way. Again, we can calculate the distance traveled with the bus by using its time interval given. A time interval of the bus service, that is t minutes. So using that value, speed into time again, speed of the bus V and time interval of the bus service is t minutes. T minutes को convert किया hour में तो t by 60. So equating these two again, we will get one more relation between V and T. See here how 10 divides 6 time. So finally Vt equals to 6 multiplied by 6V plus 6 to the 12, 120. Question number 2. See here 1 and 2 both shows the value of Vt. So you can solve this relation by equating these two. By दो equation दो variable, so you can solve the variables here. So finally from 1 and 2, क्या बना 1 and 2 से? भाई ये भी Vt के इक्वल, ये भी Vt के इक्वल. So finally 6V plus 120 is equal to 18V minus 360. Or you can send this 6V towards right side and you can call this 360 in this side. So 18V minus 6V is equal to 120 plus 360. 18 minus 6, 12, 12V and 120 plus 360, 12 plus 36, 48. So it is 480. Finally V equals to 480 divided by 12. 12 4 ja 48, so it is 40 kilometer per hour. So this is the speed, or speed you can say. This is the v, magnitude of the velocity. So this is the speed of the bus. And now you can calculate the t also by using this relation now. In any question 1 or 2, you can put the value of v to get the t here. So finally v into t, v is 40, t is unknown, we have to find this. 6 into v, v is 40 plus 120. 40t equals to 6 4 ja 24, means 240 plus 120. 40t is equal to 4 to 6 and 2 1 3, 360, or t equals to 360 upon 40. 4 9 ja. So here, see here, this is 9 minutes. So the difference of time interval between two buses is 9 minutes only. So this is about the question number 3.19. Now you can note down your homework question. You will try 3.10 and 3.14 at your home. So these two questions are your homework, and tomorrow we will solve some more numericals of this exercise. After that we will start the new chapter, and during the revision session, means starting from 20th or 21, you can see in the schedule of revision classes, I will solve some more numericals, some extra numericals from the side books. So for today's class, for watching this video, thank you very much and God bless you.